One of my favorite wrestlers of all time, CM Punk, once said, I have a lot to get off my chest. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do, Dag. Ruben Amorim, I don't know how you've managed to do it, bro. I don't know how you've managed to do it, but you've become the worst manager in Manchester United history. Very difficult job to do. Very difficult job to do. There are three people that I have in mind. But you, my friend, very, very difficult to do, but you've managed to do it. You are the worst manager in Manchester United history. Worst manager, right? The worst manager. And I have a lot to get off my chest here. I have a lot to get off my chest. Very impromptu video on this channel. Very impromptu, right? There's a video I'm currently working on right now that should go up maybe this week or depending on how fast I work. Depending on how fast I work. But I felt the need to do this, right? I have a board over there full of ideas of things I want to do on the channel, but this one I had to do. There was no way. I had to stop myself from doing this video multiple times during this year. I had to stop myself. But now, I thought I have to do it. I thought I have to do it. But before we get into it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, right? Share this video to your friends, to your family, to Amrim. Maybe that could help him one day. Share it to him. And subscribe to the channel, really, really good channel. You'll see other videos, more videos than this, right? If you're enjoying this one, then you're probably going to enjoy the other ones, right? But let's get into it. This is coming off us losing 3-0 to Manchester City. I don't really care about the game as much. I didn't watch much of it. I saw no reason to watch much of it because we always set up to lose in these type of games. We always set up to lose. Amorim sets us up to lose in these games, which pisses me off a lot, actually, right? This is an off-form Man City, by the way, and we went there with 5 defenders setting up to defend against a off-form Man City, right? You didn't go for the kill. You just went there rocking up and you wanted to defend. That's pretty much what you wanted to do, right? But this game is not the problem. It's the least of my problems right now. My problem is Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. I feel he is one of the most negative managers I've seen in my life, bruh. And we've had Ten Hag. We've had Ten Hag. That is difficult. Again, this is very difficult to do. We've had Ten Hag, and he's managed to be more negative than him, bro. Sets up in games to defend all the time, bruh. All the time. And we wonder why we can't score goals. Because he always sets up to defend. We went to Grimsby Town, by the way, and set up to defend. I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there, right? I just want to put that out there. But again, I think Amorim, we'll speak about Amorim. We'll speak about Amorim. But I do feel like he is the least of our problems. Because I feel that there are two more things that are worse than him at the club currently. Amorim is third, in my opinion. Amorim is third, in my opinion, right? He's third. In second, I have the board, Ineos or the Glazers. Whoever you want to blame, they are second, right? They are second in this problem, and we'll speak about them as well. And then number one, we have you guys, who are the fans. The Manchester United fans specifically. I know there are other fans who are watching this video probably, right? You enjoying this, but I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the Man United fans. And we'll also speak about you. But let's get into Amorim first. Firstly, I made a video like, let's say 8 months ago, right? Called the Ruben Amorim Dilemma, right? I made a video about him, speaking about his situation and what he can change at the club, right? As any optimistic fan would do, right? There are two things that I said in that video. Two things that I said in the video at the start of the video, right? There are two things that were out of Amorim's control, right? The time that he got appointed into the club, out of his control completely, right? I think Ten Hag should have gotten sacked a long time ago before he did. He got sacked in like October or something, and then Amorim came in. A very difficult time to come in. You have to implement your style and everything. You're working with a set of different players who are demotivated, by the way. Demotivated. It's difficult to start. You get what I'm saying? It's difficult to start and then try win games, right? Which I understood, right? By the time I made that video, it was probably like 2 months in. I understood completely, right? The second thing I said was the players that we had at the club at that point. The players that we had at the club. The window that Ten Hag had, right? Bringing in these players, from his agency and all those things, yeah. He built a atrocious squad, and an atrocious squad. I had Hoyland at my club, Anthony, I had Onana, a lot of other people, right? A lot of other people. And I understand why Amram didn't start the way he wanted to start. I fully understand. 2 months in, I fully understand, bro, right? And by the way, in the squad currently, the top 3 top goal scorers. Number 1, Bruno Fernandes, 99 goals. Number 2, Casemiro with about 17. And number 3, Harry Maguire with about 15. That was an indication to me that the squad is bad, right? And again, I'm going to say it again. I understand Amorim in that point, you know what I'm saying? And in the video, I did mention, right? By the time we got to January, I did feel that Amorim's style was very negative, and the way he set up his back three formation or whatever, very bad, right? You look at Inzaghi's formation at the time. You look at like Xabi Alonso's back three at the time. They were completely different back threes that were very successful, right? The problem that I had with Amorim's the back three is that it's very defensive and it lacks midfield depth, right? He plays a midfield two, which did consist of Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. One who likes to play with the ball like it's a bomb, and the other one who doesn't know how to play football. So that is very difficult. That is very difficult for midfield, right? So I said in that video that I'll give Amorim the benefit of the doubt. And if you want to keep your job, just in my opinion, adapt, right? Until the end of the season, right? Adapt. Show me some good football. We don't have to win. Show me some good football that I can commit to and that I can back. And then for the entire for the rest of next season, you can get your players, you can implement your squad properly and whatever, right? And we'll be in a good position. That would have won me over for you, right? Right? But I also did say, if you choose not to adapt in that video, I said if you choose not to adapt, you are setting yourself up for failure. You're not going to do well at the club. That is exactly what I said in that video. You're not going to do well at the club and you're probably going to get sacked, right? And the only thing I got wrong in that video is that he did not get sacked because he's still somehow at the club. Right? Which does not make sense to me at all. I just want to tell you right now, he has 8 Premier League wins in 31 games. 8 Premier League wins in 31 games. We are closing into 1 year of Amorim being at the club, and we have 8 Premier League wins. 1 year, right? 1 year. That's probably like 25-26% win percentage, around that region. 25-26 win percentage, right? He is, how do you even say this? Whatever. Percentage-wise, the worst Manchester United manager since World War II. World War II. I don't know what to say, but I don't know what to say. But the thing that's even worse about it is that we lost to Grimsby Town. The first round of the FA Cup. The only reason why we're playing the first round of the FA Cup. Who plays I'm saying FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. The only reason we're playing the first round of the Carabao Cup is because we finished 15th in the league. I don't think you guys are deeping it. 15th in the league, right? That's the only reason why we're playing the second round. The big Premier League clubs play like later in the year, bro. Later in the year. As soon as the season starts, we're in the Carabao Cup, buddy. That was us. And we still managed to get eliminated immediately. And not by any other club, Grimsby Town. We weren't even going ban for ban with Grimsby Town, bro. We weren't even going ban for ban. They dominated us for a long time. That should say something, right? And we managed to lose that game. To put it into perspective, bro, if you are South African, by the way, let's say a Chiefs, for example, Kaizer Chiefs, they go into your local club, bruh. Let's say you live in Benoni or something, bruh, and then it's like a Benoni Stars. They play the 6th tier in South African football. And they lose 2-0 to these guys. That is embarrassing. And the coach should get sacked. Should get sacked immediately. That is embarrassing, Doug. You know what I'm saying, right? I feel that this guy is the worst manager ever, bro. The worst manager ever. He has a lot of crimes that he's done. Losing to Grimsby Town. Finishing 15th, by the way. I don't think you guys are deeping that. Finishing 15th. There were 5 teams that finished worse than us. 3 of them got relegated. 1 of them we lost in the Europa League final. And they're in the Champions League now. And the other one was Wolves. Another useless club in the league. There were 5 teams that finished worse than us. Others got relegated. Others beat us in the Europa League final. And the other one is Wolves. The other one is Wolves. And by the way, another thing about this guy is the system. I'm tired of this system talk, wing back, left 10, right 10. I'm tired. I'm tired. Give me a 4-3-3. I'm tired. I never want to see a back three again, bro. I saw back three at under 15's game, bro. Under 17's game. Why am I seeing that there? This is your influence, Amrim. This is your influence, bruh. Why am I seeing a back three at youth football, bruh? I'm not supposed to be seeing this, bruh. Give me a 4-3-3, bruh. Because your back three is very defensive and you're playing a midfield two that cannot accommodate Kobe Mainu. Kobe Mainu. Kobe Mainu cannot be implemented in that system because he doesn't run enough. He doesn't do his job well, whatever. What do you expect? Now, to segue into speaking about the board, right, being second in the rankings for who to blame, right? I think that this guy Amram should have been sacked a long time ago, and I feel like they are holding on to it for some reason. I don't know why, right? They are holding on to it. I think he should have gotten sacked when we lost to Grimsby Town. I think he should have gotten sacked when we finished 15th in the league. I think he should have gotten sacked when we lost to Spurs in the Europa League final. I think he should have been sacked long time ago. I think 2 months after I made that Amram video initially. 2 months after, he should have been sacked, right? Because it's shown that he doesn't want to change his system clearly, right? After every interview saying, I'm not going to change my philosophy, I'm not going to change my system. Clearly, he feels like he's not in the wrong, right? He feels that he's not in the wrong. So he's probably blaming the players that he got in, because he got rid of Hoyland, he got rid of Onana, he got rid of Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, all these other guys. So clearly he has the players that he wants, right? And they're still losing. So he, in his head, he's not the problem. So as a board, are you not looking at this and seeing a red flag? Are you not looking at this and seeing a red flag? But then again, they're not fully the people to blame, because I feel the people that to blame, which is the fans, right? I think the fans are the ones who should be the ones taking the blame, most of the blame, because you guys justify everything that's been going on for like the last 10 years. You guys have justified everything. Your standards have been lowered every single year. They just get lower and lower and lower and lower. We used to sack managers for not doing well in the league. Sir Alex retired. And we got David Moyes in. After like 6 months, he got sacked because he was underperforming. We were Premier League champions before that. He was underperforming, got sacked, right? Eventually, we sacked Louis van Gaal because he wasn't playing the football we wanted to see, right? He got us into Champions League, and the next season finished fifth, I think. But he left with the FA Cup, right? We wanted someone who could take us to that level. Mourinho came in, won us about 3 trophies, right? But then at the end of the day, I remember he finished second with us, and then the next season he had us like 6th. He got sacked because he wasn't performing well in the league, right? And then this whole, hopium thing started with Oli, where we were playing, some good football, don't get me wrong, but the standard started lowering. We started losing, but people started to justify it for some reason, right? Left with no trophies. He got sacked anyways, right? With Ten Hag, I feel this thing blew out of proportion with you fans. Blew out of proportion because clearly he started beef with almost every player at the club. With Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, one of our greatest players of all time as well, had beef with him for some reason. Had beef with Sancho. You can go anyway with that one, right? Had beef with Rafael Varane, by the way. The most chill player you'll ever see, bruh. And he has beef with him. That shows that there's a red flag. But you fan bases didn't see anything, bruh. You fans didn't see anything wrong with that. You didn't see any red flags. We lost 7-0 to Liverpool, and somehow we didn't get sacked. We finished 8th in the Premier League, which was our worst finish in the Premier League history until like last season, obviously, right? And fans still wrote letters to Ineos and saying, "Oh, keep this guy," because it feels right. Nothing to justify why he should stay, right? Nothing to justify. And then he has another window, another preseason, whatever, and then he gets sacked eventually. And now we're here with Amrim justifying losing to Grimsby Town and finishing 15th in the Premier League, 2 places above the relegation zone. You guys justify everything, and I hate it. I hate it. I'm done, pretty much. I'm done complaining about this whole thing, bro. I'm done complaining because when I complain, people say I'm negative and all these things and whatever. It's just the reality of the situation. We are shit. And you guys are tolerating it. You want this like story, like the storyline to happen where, someone stays at our club for 8 years despite doing shit just to, miraculously become the greatest team of all time, right? That's not how life works. That's not how life works, right? Chelsea finished second, Chelsea finished 12th, like 2, 3 seasons ago, and they're world champions now. That's because they don't have storylines like that. If you perform well, if you perform bad, you get sacked. Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League, and then months later got sacked because he wasn't performing well. That's how it should be. No storylines at that club, bruh. And they're world champions and competing in the Champions League and competing for the league. That's the difference between us. They don't have storylines. We do for some reason. We the only team that needs to suffer and stuff and all those things, right? And all those things. I've seen 3 rebuilds, bruh. I've seen Oli try to rebuild. I've seen Ten Hag try to rebuild, and I've seen Amorim try to rebuild, bruh. Just sack this guy, please, bruh. Get me Xavi, get me Andoni Riola, get me anyone, bruh. Get me, right? Get me. I could probably win 2 games in a row. Something Amorim can't do. I could probably win 2 Premier League games in a row. I could do it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. If you watched until the end, bro, shout out to you. If you watched to the end, yes. If you did watch to the end, please comment mom, the word mom. Yes. Comment the word mom if you made it to the end. And then we'll see. Whatever, bruh. I'm done ranting. Like, this is probably gonna be my last rant video anyways. And then hopefully the other video can drop this week, depending on how fast I work or whatever. But I'll see you on the next video, bro. Peace.